Average PC users like I once was would look at the components of a PC and only pay attention to the main parts. What they don't realize is that the fans play a good role in the cooling department. They can make a difference in the temperatures your system runs at, therefore keeping your system from overheating. I use the Corsair ML140 Pro LED fans on my computer, and I think they are some of the best fans out there. Before I get into the video, I did make an unboxing / installation video with these fans, so if you're thinking of buying them, I'd watch that video too. Link is down in the description below. So I have two of the Corsair ML140 Pro LED fans in the front of my NZX TS340 Elite's case. I have them as intake, meaning they blow air into the case while the hard air inside exits through the top and the back. I have the white LED ones, but they are also available in blue and red and in sizes of 120mm and 140. There's also a NonPro version which does cost $10 less but does not have LEDs, and I'm pretty sure they don't have any anti-vibration mounts either. I wish the LEDs were a little bit brighter, at least on the white version, because only at night I can see the light. It's not a big deal though. Like I said, there are plenty of fans on the market from a large variety of brands. They're all meant to blow air from one side to the other, right? Then what's the big deal? Many fans, especially the cheaper fans, only have a standard RPM at which the fan blades spin at, and which are not as effective when running intensive tasks like games or video editing. On top of that, they can get really loud if they do accelerate. The ML140 Pros are some of the quietest fans on the market, even when the RPM is raised. They even maintain some of the stealth while reaching RPMs higher than standard fans. How do they do it? I'm not completely sure how the motor works, but from what I understand, most fan motors have some sort of contact between the bearing and other parts of the motor. That's what makes them louder and not as fast, because the contact also causes friction. The ML140s, on the other hand, have a technology called magnetic levitation, which uses magnets around the bearing so there's no direct contact, reducing the amount of noise while increasing the RPM. I'll try to have images to help explain. So does that mean that these fans are dead silent? No. If you have them at standard speed, you can't hear them. Even at turbo speed, they're very quiet. It's once I start gaming when I could hear them. That's reasonable because gaming takes a lot from a computer and you need fans to keep the components cool. In comparison to the majority of the case fans, these are a lot quieter, even though they spin at higher rates. They don't bother me when I'm playing because I have a headset on and I can't hear them that way. The ML140s are powered via a 4-pin PWM connector, so you can control the RPM at which they operate. I have them running on turbo because I want to keep my system cool, and they're completely quiet. They speed up on their own when performing power demanding tasks. For those of you who want to know what they sound like, here's a quick sound test. Keep in mind that I'm recording this with my computer case open with the microphone close to the motor. Obviously, when the PC is closed, they'll be a lot quieter than that. It's tough enough to find the right fans nowadays. It's even harder choosing between static pressure and airflow fans. That problem disappears with the ML140s because they can do both. Static pressure fans are meant to be used to push air through something directly in front of it, and airflow fans are meant to be used in open spaces. There's a big panel blocking the front of my case with only a small space to push air through, and these fans don't disappoint. For the hefty $30 price point that the ML140 Pros sell at, they're expensive for fans, but I think I would buy more to replace the other ones I have. The NonPro ML140s are $20, which are probably more suited for most budgets, and those would not be a bad option since they do the same thing as these, just without a couple of features many of you might not care about. I definitely recommend these fans, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thank you guys for watching and have a great day.